Hey there, welcome to the Old Computer Museum channel, and this is another Commodore 64 game called Winter Games. Winter Games, a 1985 games by Epix. Very nice graphics for the time. Extremely nice gameplay also. You really have the impression of competing at the Olympics. The platforms that it was available is the Amiga, the Apple II, the Atari ST, Apple IIgs, Amstrad CPC, ZX Spectrum, the PC, the Atari 2600 and 7800, Commodore 64, the Nintendo, Famicom Disk System, Virtual Console, and the Apple Macintosh. It is a 1985 game, but the Virtual Console version was released on February 20th, 2009. So this is a 2-disc D64 game, and basically you've got different events in which you will compete, and you can compete with friends, which is pretty nice, and that is one of the really cool things about this game. Actually doing a full Olympic with friends is actually really fun, where you have you try to do the best scores and compete with each other, so it's really nice. And what's fun is you can play with up to 4 players, because you each take your time in playing the game. And here we'll actually just practice events and show you a little bit. So the hot dog event, which is a kind of a ski jump thing, where you have to do the best score possible without falling down like I did now. And here we go. And you get your score at the top, which is really nice. It's really well thought out, and I must say that this is very fun to play. As you see, the graphics are quite nice for the Commodore 64, and I have fond memories of playing this game. What's funny about it is when I played this game when I was younger, I used to play it when it was really really hot outside in the summertime, but I would always bring it up when we have winter games, because I would actually compete in some of the events. There you got the Biathlon, which I believe is out of the games now. It doesn't exist anymore in the winter games. And basically you've got, once again, really nice graphics. You really have the impression of going into the woods, and you have to go here the fastest as you can. And as the Biathlon, you will have to, of course, use your rifle to hit some sorry if I'm not that good, but my joystick isn't really good. Since I'm on a PC and emulation, it's not like a Commodore joystick. So you gotta load your gun and hit the little targets there as fast as you can, of course. And some people are really fast at this game. And every time you miss a shot, you have penalties, so you have to try to be as accurate as possible. Keep in mind that with all the events, I'll put this video in a two-part because I don't want to put the videos too long, and I do have a 15-minute limit on videos. Okay, perfect here. So you try to go as fast as possible, and as you can see, it's very wintry. You do have the impression of being outdoors in the snow. They did a great job in actually giving us the feel of being there in the winter time. I really need to get a better joystick. If you play with friends and do a full event, you know, all the event stuff, consider that if you play 3 or 4, this game takes an afternoon to play. It's not something you'll play in, you know, 20 minutes. So it's really something in the long run, but it's really cool to do so. Here we go. And then you'll cross eventually the finish line. And finally, the finish line here. And then you get your full score. And so you get your time, your skiing time, your 2 misses that I had, which is 10-second penalty, and the total time. So it's really cool, and all the events are actually fun to play. And we'll practice another one here and go into the speed skating. Speed skating, if you're not playing with a friend, is done against the computer. And what's nice is that everybody just presses the I am the red player here. This is a question of timing, so you try to go as fast as possible, but not too fast, because if I do, for example, you see here, it will actually have the guy's legs being kind of crossed and not working out. So you got to be careful. And then you've got, of course, winning against the computer opponent is not really difficult, but what's nice here is that you have to try to beat your best score, so that's mainly what you try to do, because there's a high score on each event in the game. So once you get those really high scores, it's really difficult, and you gotta practice a lot to try to do better. And so we will continue on the figure skating. And here we try to insert side 2. So this is one of the, of course, annoyances of the game, because you gotta change sides of your discs when you try to play. So we'll go back, Commodore 64, and B side, you select the disc F4 and then press the button. Keep in mind, some people gave me comments about, well, you could put both drives, but I want to actually show you what it was like to swap discs. So here you've got your figure skating. This is very original, doing a figure skating and you've got lots of different little and of course you try to do the best score possible and try not to fall, because if you fall, well, you will, here you see we just fall. And then you get a score, which is not very good here. And depending on what you'll do, you'll actually do some really good scores. So if you enjoyed this video, look for part 2, which is coming up now with the other events.